Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. How are you today? Good morning, and we are going to do some things today. Remember, we are on the end of our school year. Yesterday was Monday, today is Tuesday. We still have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, before we're at the end of the school year and summer vacation. So we're getting there, but we're going to keep doing a little bit, just like we would at school. If we were at school, we would be doing some extra and some more fun things, a little less of the pushing and working so hard, and a little less writing and those type of things. So we're going to do a little less of that today. We might do a little bit. So what I have for you today is another slide that you should be getting in Seesaw. There's one activity in Seesaw, and then there's this video for you to watch. So check out all of those today, and we'll go from there. So I have another story to read to you today, and it made me think of this story when I was outside this weekend working in my garden, and I was digging to put some flowers in, and as soon as I dug in, there were some fat worms in the soil. And this is a story about Willies Wonderful Pet, and if you see, he has something real small in his hand here. It's a little cup that he's holding his pet, Willies Wonderful Pet. It's a worm. So let me tell you the story about Willies Wonderful Pet. This is one of my favorites too. Willies Wonderful Pet. I've had this book for a long time, but I like to tell the story. Willie and Wendy were in the same class, and they lived in the same building. One day, Willie said, "Tomorrow is pet day." Do you know when they talk about living in the same building, you know what they're talking about, I think? I think they're talking about like an apartment building where it's all one building, but there's lots of apartments or small houses inside. They're all connected together with a hallway. Wendy said, "Why did you say you would bring a pet? You don't have a pet." "But I'm going to get a pet," Willie said. "I'm going to the park to get a worm." "Do you want me to come with you?" Oh, the other way around. "Do you want to come with me?" he said. "Yes," said Wendy. "No one will have a pet worm." No one is. That afternoon, they went to the park. Willie found a worm. He found 2 worms, but he put one back. Wendy didn't want one. She's smiling, but she's not sure about that. Look at that picture. She's like, I don't know. The next day, many boys and girls had their pets in class. Al had his dog. There's Al and his dog. Kathy had her cat. See her over here? Henry had his rabbit. There's Henry. Did I miss a page? I feel like I missed a page here. What? George had his goldfish. Rita had her bird. And Mike had his hamster. There's Mike and his hamster. Willie had a paper cup filled with dirt. I wonder what the friends think of a paper cup of dirt. "What do you have, Willie?" Al asked. "A worm," said Willie. "What can he do?" asked Rita. "I don't think he can do anything," Willie said. "Then he's not a real pet," Mike said. It was time for the pet show. Ms. Street said, "Willie, let's see your pet." Willie showed his worm. See it there? Holding it. Some of you have held worms at recess time and brought them over to show us. I remember those fun times. Ms. Street asked, "What can he do?" "Nothing," said Willie. "I'm sure he can do something," Ms. Street said. "You think about it." Then Ms. Street said, "Rita, what can your pet do?" "My bird can sing," said Rita. What can your pet do? Think about that for a moment. But Rita's bird wouldn't sing, and the other pets wouldn't do anything. Then Willie said, "I know, my worm can crawl." Willie put his worm on the floor, and everybody watched. The little worm crawled and crawled. And then, what do you think might happen? The worm's crawling, all the animals are still, everybody's watching. Al's dog barked, and Kathy's cat jumped. Henry's rabbit hopped, and George's goldfish came to the top of the bowl. Rita's bird sang. Willie's pet Can do more than crawl, said Wendy. What else do you think it did? He can get things started. Because they saw that little worm crawling on the floor. The other animals got moving. They weren't doing anything until they saw the worm, and then they did. The end. And that's the story of Willies Wonderful Pet. Think about your pet and what your pet can do. Some things. My dog can do things when she wants to sometimes. I do have a story for you. The other day, my kids, Ben and Grace, have been taking the dog downstairs to the basement when they watch TV down there. And they had her name is Kyrie. They had her downstairs the other night, and she likes to kind of, walk around and sniff things and stuff. And sometimes they have a tennis ball down there that they throw with her, and she likes to play that. But they like to also sit down, and then she likes to sit down, and they're watching TV, and she's just kind of laying there, and they like to be with her like that. But Ben took a snack downstairs the other day, and he had Oreos. And he had him sitting there, and I think he was maybe playing a video game at the time. And Grace, I don't know what she was doing, probably messing with her phone. So anyhow, the dog walked around a few times and kind of sniffed and walked around Ben, and he's playing his video game, and she walked around again, and she walked around the third time. And this time she stopped, picked up an Oreo real quietly, and just kept walking so that he wouldn't see that she took one of his Oreos. And took it, and guess what she did? Of course she ate it. She did. She ate one of his Oreos, which she wasn't supposed to have. Oreos are probably not very good for a dog. She'd rather have other treats. One of her favorite treats is carrots, baby carrots. She loves baby carrots, and I've heard they're good for dogs for their teeth. So we let her have those sometimes. Anyhow, that's the story of my pet. It's not like a trick that she does, but she took an Oreo the other day. So you have a great day. I'm glad we got to do that story. Whoops, I don't want to forget our number here. We had 146. So that means our next number is what? 147. Here it is. 147 for you. We have been reading a lot of books this year. We'll see how many we get in the next few days. Remember, we're going to come back here 5 days. We've done yesterday. Here's today. This is today. Wednesday, hump day. Thursday, Friday, right before the weekend. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday is Memorial Day, remember? And then we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of school. And then our school year is over. And when you come back, you will be a first grader. It's going to happen. So I'm so excited for you. All right. You have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. See you later. Bye.